see in my hotbar that we have 0 of everything. So we're literally gonna do it just like how we did yesterday. Everything's at 0. I don't have Potsherds, I don't have potions, I have nothing. I could use the max potions, but honestly, by the time I actually need potions, I'm picking up super potions anyway. So we'll just keep that at 0, so I don't have to flop. I don't have to flip around the buttons. So that's what we're looking at. And also because it's completely streamed, you can see how many Potsherds I'll get and how many I end up using. But there were so many factors to this run that made this very fascinating to me. In terms of strategy, in terms of how you apply everything. And I was very shocked that we got to 99. Like, very shocked. And it was actually pretty close to clearing. Like, I needed help. But, you know, I could do a little better early on. And then maybe we don't need help. But I needed a little help. And we'll see how we do today. There might be 2 dodos. I have a dodo here. See the dodo here? My merch shop shirt. No work tomorrow. I can watch this one fully. But we're going all the way. So let's get started. We got a long night. Let's do this, huh? No help, only mimics. I mean, look, I mean, the early mimics are not bad, but, it's the later mimics that are just tragic, you know? Alright, let's do this, shall we? But I hope you guys are having a good end of the week. I hope everything has gone well. It is good to see you. And I haven't actually done 14... I haven't done 14 on a Friday in a minute, but I'm kind of... I wouldn't necessarily say I'm in between games. I mean, I am looking forward to... I'm looking forward to doing Cyberpunk on Monday, but I am kind of in between games at the moment, and I think I beat Cyberpunk on Monday. I mean, I have Wayfinder sitting in the back burner, which I might kind of go back to, maybe next Friday, I'm thinking. But now that I'm kind of reinvigorated to do a little bit of 14, like, I gotta set up a couple files for 14, we gotta set up a Red Mage file in Palace, we gotta set up 2 Eureka Orthos files, I gotta redo Monk, and then I gotta pick another one. We got a lot of business to take care of in Deep Dungeon, so... yeah, and then I want to do some PvP with some of you guys that may want to do some PvP. +3! Y'all, dude. Armor flares. Damn. That's a good start. I know, I've seen that very rarely. Like, I think I've only seen that one other time that it went up by 3. Mokaz, hey! Welcome in. Sengear, hello, welcome in. Yeah, I'm gonna label this, I was kind of thinking this over a little bit, and I think it would be appropriate to call this a roguelike challenge. So, like, I think we've had conversations about what Deep Dungeon kind of is defined as in the grand scheme of roguelites, and I think it leans. I think normally speaking, it leans harder into a roguelite, and probably the debatable definition of that is the fact that you have armor that you carry over. You know, we always suggest be 99.99 by the time you do an actual clear, so on and so forth. And so that part kind of makes it a roguelite in a way. You know, when you think of something like Hades. Hades is a really good example of a roguelite where, like, I'm sure you can probably beat the game on your first playthrough, but in reality, it's not really meant to be beaten on the first playthrough. Like, you're steadily getting stronger and stronger. You know, you go back to the beginning, but you have more tools to go, and they're kind of permanent upgrades. And in theory, the armor is a permanent upgrade. But since this challenge really involves everything at base value, the armor's base value, the potions are base value, the potsherds are base... So, for the way I think about it, it's like, okay, well, that's, like, legit roguelike. Because if I do this challenge again, we start from base again. So that's what I'm gonna kind of dub this type of challenge. Yo, Valerium, thank you for the 28 months. I appreciate that support. Welcome in! Thank you for keeping that sub going, too. It means a lot. Now, I've also thought about, like, could another job do this? I don't want to say no. Like, if someone comes in here and, like, do you think another job can do this? I don't want to necessarily say no, but... because unless I try it myself. I mean, before we tried this yesterday, I didn't really think this was possible, and now it's like, oh, I guess it's possible. But if I were to kind of think about it, maybe the tanks? I don't know about other jobs, though. Like, DPS, man? Whoa. I've seen a DPS low Aetherpool, like, I wouldn't say recently, maybe within Shadowbringers Endwalker, and it did not end well. I ended up getting one-shot by, like, Ancient Flare. Dante, thank you for the 25 months of support, I appreciate that. Pugilist can, Velvet, I'm gonna expect that in your stream whenever you go live. And your stream doesn't blow up. One of those two. That explanation definitely makes sense. I hope so. I mean, if it doesn't, like, you guys tell me, because, you know, that's just how I thought about it. I actually looked up the wiki to see, to give me a little bit of just a refresher on, you know, how I'm gonna explain this. You're gonna try this challenge in other deep dungeons? So, I thought about this a little bit, Phantasmal. I don't know about Eureka Orthos. Actually, Eureka Orthos is fascinating. I did try to go low Aetherpool on Red Mage, and I came to the conclusion that I could not do that run unless I was like minimal 65, 70. Because I tried going in at like 40, 40, and it was just not fun. Like, it was so hard. So I don't know about Warrior though, having the durability of Warrior, so on and so forth. I don't know. Now, Pals of the Dead, we've had our buddy Ben Rice try it on White Mage, and I think he only got as far as like 90-something until he died. And maybe, but that's hard because you have Behemoth. And I mean, if you go low RN armor on like a DPS, the damage is just crazy. Even if you're starting with the base value of potions, it's just, that's gonna be kind of rough, you know. Like think about it. Like, okay, maybe you can have the survivability of Warrior, but how are you getting through Behemoth if you don't have full armor? You know. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's impossible. Am I gonna try it? I don't know, but I don't wanna no longer say something's impossible because someone's gonna come out there and just try it and then boom. Do you think not getting as many Magicites early on would have helped? Do you think not getting as many Magicites early on would have helped last time? That's a fascinating question, Kaguya, because you're asking me, like, you're asking me an RNG question. Because the Magicites were really cool when I used them with Fortune, right? Because I got Magicites. If I got the extra, I Fortune trying to pull chests. And it's hard to say if that was a bad thing, because if they gave me a lot of chests, then that's a really good thing. If they always gave me no chests, then arguably, sure, you can say that it was better for me just to get the upgrades. But it's really hard to say that, right? The idea there, I think, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's just RNG. So I don't think, I'm kind of like in the middle for that answer, for that question. It's Ice and Blue chests are very useful now. Yes. Is it nuked for all files? Yes, it is. It is in fact nuked for everything. I think I agree. Oh, the shark wants to play though. I mean, you know what? Dude, I danced around the shark for like 2 minutes and I could have just killed it. Oh, you know what? Wait. Okay. There's a reason. Eric got to 190. I think he did actually, didn't he? I remember him doing like a push that way. He was on Machinist, right? Oh, I killed my chat. Oops. Okay. On Reaper? Oh, that's right, on Reaper. I can see Reaper doing it. That's fair. Reaper's very strong. It makes up for the damage, that's for sure. You're gonna aggro. One of this would be less drastic in Palace of the Dead since you get so many more floors to level up. It's possible. I mean, in terms of what you're saying, Mokaz, of getting the silver chests and whatnot. Yeah, look, I don't know. I mean, will I try? Not sure. This was just circumstance because I was just trying to clear on this free trial account to showcase that we can clear on a free trial account. Because this ended up being something else and morphed into a completely different challenge, which I'm totally up to continuing. Just one thing I was thinking is spinning a load. I'm indifferent to that. I mean, all I'm gonna say to that is just I'm not gonna do it. And that doesn't say anything to anyone else who tries to do it. I mean, my thing on that Sengear, I only care about kind of the people and the community, etc. Right? If I found out someone got banned, my music. If I found out someone got banned for doing that, I would be like, no, don't do it. Like, it's illegal, you know, it's against the rules. But no one, like, there are people who did like a full like 5-hour VOD of them doing an entire climb of them spinning, and I've seen nothing that indicated that they got in trouble for it. So, what am I supposed to say? I don't think anyone really cares, you know. So you do you. And I was talking about this a little bit. I touched upon this a little bit yesterday. Someone asked, in the context of Dawn Trail and World Firsts for the new jobs of like clearing on Deep Dungeon. They asked me, would I count a 21 to 100 over a 1 to 100? And to me, first and foremost, I'm not some governing body or some rule book that has these like lists of things that are good or not. But I look at it like a speedrun category. You have a category for 1 to 100, you have a category for 21 to 100, you know? You have a category for this job, that job. That's just how you view it. So you would kind of categorize that as someone who spins and someone who doesn't. I think that's all it is, right? Jesus Christ, really. And that's how I would see it, right? Because my thing is there are people who just can't spin, and I always want to represent the people who, you know, represent the most amount of gamers trying to do the challenge. Let me catch up in chat a little. I also need to wait till I heal here because I'm gonna be low HP and I don't want to get blown up. Oh, you don't know what that is? I can show you on the next full, just so you can see it. I actually have to wait full. What's my HP? 79. Okay. We have to wait for. We do have to wait for Sig to weigh in. You're right. So people doing nail? Yeah, I saw nail before too. Oh, I have a lot of, wait, I'm just gonna steal here, hold on. I can do it on this on you. Alright, so if I do it correctly... Yeah, see, what I like to use is the side... So you can see I'm not taking auto if I do it correctly. Well, I took an auto there. So that's spinning. And that does work on, like, bosses, and okay, that does work on stuff like that. But again, it's just something that I personally don't do, but I have nothing really against any other people doing it. It's like, if you want to see that, then, you know, watch the appropriate person for that. Did Finn do all his EO clears from 1, just to be sure no one would say anything? Maybe. Again, I think that's such a personal thing, you know what I'm saying? But here's what I'll say though, Mocha, is when it comes to the world first, for like Dawn Trail, for me, it's like my category is lone hero on the new job. So if you're going for lone hero on the new job, you have to start from 1, right? The full run, 1. Not to mention, here's the other thing that I kind of, you know, makes sense in my brain, is that this gives me an opportunity to learn the job. Like, I'm starting at 61, moving up to 70, so I'm slowly being introduced to new buttons, right? And I think that's really good in terms of learning the job. Now, of course, could I just learn it playing at 70 and going up? Yeah, of course I could, but, you know. Still, the full run, I think, is, to me, means a lot to myself. Not to mention for scoring, you know, it's better for score, so you keep that one going. But yeah, so again, that's just my thing. I don't really care what other people do. However you want to explain it. Yo, what up, Biff Tech? How you doing? Effie, hello, how you doing? It is good to see you. Wallen, good to see you too. I killed you, and then you slept me. Okie dokie. Like, 91 plus the Mimic would destroy most DPS at... Yeah. No, I mean, even lower than that, Sengear. 20 plus? I've watched AoEs from, like, Fenrir and Serbi that have clear DPS in one go. You mean you're not gonna get hit by striking dummy for 5 hours? Go quick. I'm doing great, Biptech. Thank you for asking. Oh, Effie, was that the one you posted in Discord? Yeah, that sounds like Melee in a nutshell, honestly. That is Melee in a nutshell. We-ro, thanks for the follow. We-ro... I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it correctly. I apologize. Yeah, I mean, Effie, that makes me think about my first Black Mage on Godfather. It got obliterated on, like, the first Lust Pass. Because I wasn't ready for that damage, and then I was ready for the damage, and then it worked out better. But... now you be ready. Oh, really? But nope, nothing here. Bivtech, I was doing Simulated Universe Swarm, and I've been trying to find this one event. Well, technically 2 events, but I've been trying to find this one event literally all week, last week, and and I started a little bit today. I finally saw it once, but man. And this is all for like 40 Jade. It's really sad. But I have like nothing to do in Honkai right now. Which it feels weird. Because it's like I'm looking for things to do in that game. I just legit don't have anything to do in the game. Other than just wait for the next event to show up. And I'm not complaining. Not really. But the one where you said if you didn't get it on vacation, you probably... Yeah. Yeah, because first I got so motivated to kind of keep playing Honkai after those pulls from Jing. I was just like looking for things to do in the game right now. And I'm on a timer, right? Because I'm still pulling the banner up until the deadline. So it's like, I kind of want to pull as much Jade as I can, you know, being free to play. And, wait, stop. So this is like my excuse to do it. Oh, the knockback? Are you talking about the knockback thing? The knockback prevention? Yeah, it's like, because you're locked in an animation kind of thing, so... Now, I've never done it myself. I heard about that more recently. But it just seems like tech that's gonna hurt my brain, essentially. That's neat. Yeah. Now all we need to do is park a mimic. Park a chest in a boss floor, and make it a legitimate strategy, for whatever reason. Four. Okay. Wait, who aggroed? Okay. Oh, you, cause you spawned. That's why you aggroed. That's why it took a while to even get over here. There's something moving. Is that a snake? This is such a weird challenge. You know, like after doing this challenge yesterday, what you have to go through to give yourself the highest chance of victory is essentially you're doing a scoring run to some extent. Because I won't typically play like this on a normal climb anymore. Like, I play just to clear. Unless I am going for scoring, then I'm trying to push the criteria for scoring. But basically, like, I have to open all the chests because I need to increase the amount of chests that show up on the floor, otherwise my power is just gonna be really low. And I have to do the full explore because I need to check all the chests, so it's just like, it's a weird mentality for this type of run. Do you have a different game plan as spamming, early on? I think the game plan stays, because I wasn't doing a perfect job at it, but I was keeping affluence low. I was combining affluence alteration together. I was doing a handful of things. Like I was already content forcing out Magicites on big floors for fortunes. Like I saw a big floor, boom, I just Magicited. Like I didn't even think about it. And that was even before I really needed it. But then there were times on the later floors where it helped me on time, so it wasn't necessarily a bad thing at all. And I think I might still retain that strategy, that I will take advantage of the big floors as I can. I mean, if the RNG is just bad and I don't pick up Magicites, well, I don't pick up Magicites. It is what it is. Welcome to Heaven on High. But I think I need to play the highest probability of success. And the highest probability of success in my eyes is fishing for as many chests as possible. Faustas, thank you for the follow, welcome in. Chloe, welcome back, hello, how you doing? Ooh, look at all the chests here. All the sexy chests here. Back to 0. It didn't take too hard for me this time to get it back to 0. Also, I guess, in reference to Sunday, which I'll be streaming Sunday, and we will be in 14, because Sunday is my 100% 14 day. I think I will guarantee to do Bard Heaven on High and not redo this challenge. Until maybe Tuesday, or yeah, maybe Tuesday. I'm not sure about Tuesday, because Tuesday is like a really long day for me. We'll see. Maybe we return to it like Thursday or something. The reason for this is, I am part of Team Aethernet, which is led by Spopey and a lot of fantastic creators, and we are in the middle of a marathon. And my time slot is Sunday, and it goes from Sunday to Sunday 9 p.m., which is my start time, to 3 a.m. And we usually try to stay on schedule, meaning like we don't really go over too much. And a warrior run will go over like an hour from that schedule. So Bard, I know I can keep within the time frame, and I can kill some time if we go early. Hence, I will more than likely push, if we need to do this again, to like next Thursday and Friday. So, and also gives me time if I need to reset my Aetherpool, because like I said in the beginning of stream, having to reset my Aetherpool to 0 is not as easy as you think. It's actually, it can be complicated and really annoying. But I got lucky because my arm and armor set itself up at like 47, so it was really easy to nuke it down to 0. I've seen a lot of Bard gaming recently. I love the job. Get their own little. Yeah, you know what, Effie? Now, Bard was a it was to me like a natural progression, because we did Warrior with the 1 palm challenge, we did Ninja, and I wanted to pick a Fizz range that wasn't Machinist, so we went with Bard. Now, I will say that when I did Black Mage Palace of the Dead, that was because of influence from other people doing it. Like, Ross was doing it at the time, I think Tridev might have been doing it at the time, and I'm like, I'll throw my hat into another Black Mage file. So sometimes it is because other people in the community are doing it, gives me an excuse to do it, but other times it is just by chance. And Bard in this instance was by chance. What up, Sig? Why is my Aetherpool 0 again? Dude, I don't know, man. I just loaded the file and it's just 0 again. It's really weird. Bum, 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 bum. The way it spawned just staring at me. Yeah, it's really... I mean, its big-ass eyes are just looking at me, you know? Bill. That's what Velvet will need to buy when she comes to America. The Velveeta cheese. Which, by the way, oh my god, you know what's so funny about the Velveeta cheese? I forgot the ingredient that's in there. I think it's the whey or something. Like, I'm just legit allergic to that, so I'm pretty sure I'm actually allergic to Velveeta cheese. If I have a large dose of it. Oh, I'm the boss? Okay. Because it's processed to hell, but yeah. Not disputing, although I like Kraft, like, mac and cheese better. Hands down. But I think I'm just, like, legit allergic to it. I was gonna strength and I forgot, so I guess we're just gonna do this boss really slow. We also managed no Potsherds. Didn't I say I am, to me, it's like roulette. Velvet. So I am. It's like some days I'll react to stuff, some days I won't. Some days it's very bad, some days it's my stomach's just like, I'll let you pass today. So it's not consistent. It probably is like a combination of things, like a combination of foods that cause it to go. But it's also not that bad. Like I just have to, like, you know, I just have to be home when I'm eating certain things, but it's not too big of a deal. Like, I have family members and friends that are like, if they consume even a small amount of dairy, they're basically knocked out for the day, to put it very lightly. Do you have any tell to know if it's going to be bad or not? Yeah, like, so, if I were to, okay, I think the biggest offender for me, that I will always have, but I will only have if I am heading home, is like an Oreo milkshake. Like a cookies and cream milkshake. And that usually just, like, makes my stomach rumble within, like, minutes of me drinking it. And it's not like I need to automatically, like, you know, hit the restroom, like, right at, like, I have, like, about an hour or two before I can figure out if it's really bad, or I can just, like, you know, manage it. No lenses work. Yeah, no, yeah, and I gotta say, Phantasmal, for me, I'm lucky. Because, again, it's way worse for some other people. For me, it's like, you know, it can be bad, but I would say 7 times out of 10, it's like, I'll be fine. Even if I am not going home, I'll be okay. But, like, for instance, when I was away, there is, like, certain foods that I will purposely avoid because I know this gives me a chance to mess up my stomach. So I'm like, I'll maybe wait till later or something like that, you know? And only wanted to die. Damn. Yeah, that's funny. You think I would be a little bit more in pain, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. I gotta press out ads, guys, so we can keep the ads off stream, so we'll be back in 3 minutes for those seeing ads, but we will go right into the next 4. Thank you for watching. 3 minutes, BRB. Faustus! Oh no, you asked the question, and I missed it. And you know what's worse is that it was highlighted. I'm gonna try to answer that when you... Oh, thanks for... Oh, thank you for the... I didn't even answer the question. Darabon answered the question, and then you gave me the prime. Damn. Fausta, if you can hear me, let me know. Otherwise, I will wait for the ad to finish and then come back to you. I'm gonna shank... Actually, I always shank steal here, to be fair. You're here! Okay, cool. So you had asked... Hello, what would you say is the easiest class to get Necromancer with? Because I've been struggling in 4th. So first and foremost, what job are you taking? And what Darabon had said in chat is the popular one. Now, we do like to always suggest do the job that you're good at, because that might actually be the easiest for you. Because it is kind of a personal thing in that matter. But when you're looking at the hard numbers of clears, it's really you know, undisputable that Machinist and Warrior are kind of standing ahead of a lot of other jobs. Red Mage, oh, White Mage. I mean, White Mage is very hard. A lot of gamers like myself left the healers till last when we were doing Omni Clear because we knew how hard it was. Not to say that it's not possible. It's very possible. It's just it asks you to really, you know, push your limits. Red Mage was the OG. It's what I first cleared on. It's what a lot of people in the early days when that job came out first cleared on. But it's really no longer popular, and a lot of people have said like, okay, well I don't like the casting. The movement is weird, the kiting is weird, it's a very stop-and-go job, so that's understandable. However, if you like Red Mage, then by all means stick with Red Mage. But that is a hard job in comparison to like what Machinist and Warrior can pull off. But, again, going back to my original comment, it does come down to your playstyle, because if it fits your playstyle, if you're having fun, that's a lot better than... Let's say, for instance, you take Machinist, right? We like Darabon suggested Machinist, you unlock the job, you try it out, you're like, I hate this job. If you're gonna play a job that you hate, you may actually not be as efficient as playing a job that you like better. Which is really true. I mean, there's been a number of people who just can't or won't play Machinist, and they shouldn't have to be forced to do it, you know? You're gonna aggro. Let me catch up and chat a little bit here. Hog said he's coming with me, by the way. I need to get back and to try to clear ASAP. I heard about the 99. I was chilling in D-Bun's chat when you raided her. That's why I opted to some vegan options just to play safe. Fair. Sage is rising as well. Yeah, Sage. Well, Willow is like pushing the stage propaganda, so he's doing a good job with that. It's rough because of lack of DPS with the white mage. Try off the red mage. No, it's okay for me. It's a bit boring. That's fair. And again, what I just said, like, if you just don't like the job, it could affect your performance. It really could. So try it. It might feel different in Deep Dungeon. I actually like it a lot because of what it can do in Deep Dungeon. But that's a personal thing, and it kind of has a special place in my heart because that's the job I took in for AGDQ, and we have a lot of great memories when it comes to Machinist, and you know. But that's me. That's not you. That's me. Not to mention, play the game to have exactly. Ooh, silver chest. Let's go. All right. You need the silver chest, dude. No, I don't need exploding silver chest. What's wrong with you, game? I hear Astro's the worst. What? Who's telling you that? That's bad. That's not accurate. Propaganda? Yeah, propaganda. I don't like Fizz ranges, and Machinist to me is the hardest job ever. Red Mage, however, feels super comfortable and nice, so just do what you're comfortable with. That will lead you to success. Exactly. Yeah, and Velvet has been very vocal about not liking physical range at all. And again, you don't have to force yourself to do it. Oh, well that does help too. I mean, of course, I think it's harder for someone who's a little bit newer or hasn't done the content as much to see the difference of 99.99 versus 0. But people who do have the experience will realize and notice kind of it's a big difference. It really is a big difference. What do you think is the best shot for clearing on high ping? Summoner, Warrior. Well, I'm theoretically on high ping, and Warrior was not bad. Machinist is rough in high ping. I can attest to that. I tried it out myself. It is pretty hard on high ping. Because you can't double weave. Now, it's still possible. We still kind of, you know, I think I PB'd at 197 with, like, legit terrible ping. So it's very possible to still pull it off. It's just, are you gonna have fun doing it? And that's what it comes down to. Because when I was playing on high ping, I just was frustrated the whole time, and it wasn't fun. And you don't want to feel that way on a run, right? But yeah, Summoner might be pretty good. Dark Knight's a lot better now, because all of their buttons are stacks now, as opposed to it used to be a timer. And I think that definitely helped people with higher ping. Warrior would still be good. Because you only have, like, single weaving at most. Anything that basically is, like, single weaving is what you want to kind of concern yourself with. Machinist is special to me because I learned it specifically to do Palace of Dead, and it's now the class I use for Savage Raiding! Dallas! Hey, there you go. And again, that's your story. That's completely your story, and like someone else could be so counter to that, and that's completely okay. Did I say Dark Knight or Dragoon? Dark Knight. It's busy MP-wise. It is, but in like Palace, it's not as bad, right? I mean, I think I barely remember my Eureka Orthos experience, but in like Palace, you don't have too much to worry about. So if you're looking at Palace, then if you're gonna Eureka Orthos, you know, that could be a little bit of a different, a little bit of a different discussion. Sometimes I need to double weave mitigation. Really? Since it's... Oh, maybe. Okay, fair. Yeah, I mean, I never really double weaved, although I never really played on high ping for those jobs. I must set up the chest tent. Oh, I'm getting to the big floor. We're gonna set up the big floor. You get some inconsistent instance cutting, but depending on how much ping you have, it's not too bad. Yeah, my experience with high ping was like, it was impossible to double weave. Like, I could double weave like once every like 10 floors, like no joke. So it became unreliable, and when I did Behemoth on Palace, I just did not rely on double weaving. So when I was doing Heat Blast, I didn't use a single Gauze Barrel and Ricochet. I just went through the whole Heat Blast 5-hit thingy and just let it go. And that was before the stacks exist though. With the stacks existing, that really helps a lot. But before the stacks existed, I just never hit. I couldn't even hit the button at all. And I did. I kind of forgot that I lighted this. Oh, Alteration I should do. Wait, when you were here the whole... Wait, was this here the whole time? I did not see this little boy. Let's set up the next floor. Here. Here. We're getting into 15, so we got the guaranteed big room coming in. God damn it. What spawned? Okay, it's not bad. What Darabon said is very good advice. I used to skip, get some to get by, but nowadays with stack it's almost consistent. Good to hear it. I don't see many people actually talking about or complaining too much on high ping. Like, yeah, no, you get the thing usually and you could see it, but it's not as bad. It definitely is not as bad as it used to be. Okay, so we're set up really nicely for the next floor to do an affluence, to do a big boom. And what I'm gonna do here is a sight with a fortune, and we're gonna try to hunt down some luring traps as best as I can before I do the Magislate. We do have Corrigans, only 2 though, or maybe 3. The answer is nice and high ping. Hey, Potsherd, that's huge. Okay, that's huge. That Potsherd is extremely good. Because we are sitting at currently 0 potions and I could use a couple. Like, that was one thing I felt like hurt my run yesterday. The Potsherd situation was tough. Like, it was very tough. That's the thing. If you get an inconsistent hit because of your ping, you're done for. That's a landmine. What server in DC am I on again? I am on Elemental, Kujata. You can correct me on the data center. I'm not sure if that's elemental, but I'm on Kujata, so we are on JP. Is that it? Is that all the traps that exist? Really? No luring traps? No luring traps. Okay. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Picked up the strength. If you don't press the glory button at bad time, it's not bad. It's true. Facts have been spoken by Miss Velvet. That's the biggest challenge I think in Summoner. It's to not hit the glory button. Specifically Ifrit dash. Shut the chest. Okay, that's a second Magislite. Hey Tydak, how you doing? I already had a free match. Actually, you know, I could step on this trap and maybe hit a luring trap and then do another Magislite. That's the one that I was sitting on. I'm gonna get the gold. No dice. What is up with my music? Okay. The yesterday my game froze and my stream didn't freeze. That was very concerning. Optimizing yes, actually, the Ifrit dash and the Warrior Primal Rend is also part of that too. I've definitely heard and seen people get wrecked by Primal Rend because they just hit it at the wrong time. So stuff like that is actually pretty fun. I do actually have a lot of fun doing that. You always like 70. Primal Rend is the finishing combo. So like right now with Warrior, you do inner release, fail cleave, fail cleave, fail cleave, and that's it. In 90 Warrior, if I remember correctly, you have Primal Rend as a finishing combo after all of those fail cleaves, and it is like essentially a gap closer and an AoE attack. Big damage, but it's a gap closer. So, and it's a gap closer animation lock. So it's it can get you killed. You don't know. Oh, okay. You get a stack when you. Okay, yeah, because I think you sit on it, right? It's just becomes something that's available. Okay. Not a combo finisher. It's very satisfying to use. I think the sound is very satisfying to use. Yeah, but it can cause a lot of deaths in Eureka Orthos. Are you playing Warrior though? If you don't Unga Bunga, not when it ends the run, but fair. Not when you blow up, you know, several hours of work. Oh, I should do that. Cool. I was gonna say, did I spawn 2 hands? I better not have spawned 2 hands. It's the middle hand. Yeah, the middle hand, yeah. What? Are you late? Okay, my front. I need that chest. I need Affluence. It's the most important Pomander that I could pick up right now. Affluence, Alteration, Fortune. This is the most important. okay. 11, 9. I feel like I'm higher than yesterday, but we'll see. Jeroboam went to work, so he stood up from his computer and left. I'm kidding. I don't think that's what he did. Goodbye forever. Damn. Oh, my armor is catching up with my arm. Oh, this is flighted, right? Okay, okay, okay. What kind of lag was that? Like, the trap was here, and it triggered, like, here. What? JP ping, it's alright, it's JP ping. It's always the JP ping. You zoned out. Aw. See what you did there, Bon? How dare. Wow. Brutal. Plus 12. Okay, let me pull you. And smiled. And smiled. I think Velvet doesn't play melee DPS. Or is it just Monk you don't play? Oh, oh. I see it. Does Jaguin still have that reputation, or is that gone now? Because of its jump changes. What's up, Jord? How you doing? Happy Friday. I missed. Dang. Hold. Funny how it evens out. We like my arm got all the way up to 11, and my armor was 7, and then it just evened out. The reputation followed it all the way from another game. It's never going away. It's true. As Zerabon says, memes never die. I still remember the I think the biggest fun, like the hilarious part of it was when Square Enix released one of those April Fool's pixelated trailer things, and it was like an 8-bit or 16-bit 8-man party doing like Titan hard mode or something, and the dragon just immediately dies because he flies off the arena. Instant done. Yeah, that was a very, very well done video, I agree. Okay, Fortune full, and I should really take advantage of it if I can. Big room would be really nice, but also a big pool would be even better. I'm gonna hope the next floor is big. Warriors, nothing like Rogue. That's why it's Roguelike. See, there's a difference. Oh, god damn it, dude. Alright, let me hope for, like, luring traps, maybe? Ooh, Brighton's 15 plus. I got a luring trap. Do I have enemies? You know, strategically speaking, what actually would be smart of me to do is to go AFK here. To go AFK for like 39 minutes. Oh, no, like 30, oh, well, it's telling me to do it. For like 32 minutes. And like farm enemies to get chests. To give me the highest chance of victory. But that's really boring, so who's gonna do that? Imagine doing that. I didn't see the chest. Together. Oh, they died in one GCD. Oops. Okay. Hold on. Worth it. Went to play Reaper and got E9, which is my favorite normal raid. Was so happy and accidentally jumped off the start, and the healer said, "Sigh." I never wanted to leave, so damn. They probably just saw it like the last one they play. That's all it is. Good boss team. We're gonna do the next set, no ads. We'll go right into 21. I have pre-rolls off for like 39 minutes, so we don't have to do ads. Wanted to walk backwards one step, but my backwards jump is on X. That reminds me when I died on Dragoon and Palace. I accidentally hit the back jump on like 193 and just landed on the learning trap. Which was like with the floor was sighted, so I landed on a visible trap, and the run and I lost the run. The run was dead after that. So reminds me of a fight in one of the trail games where they put a timer on it, and the best strat is to just AFK until it reaches 0. Really? Because you just clear the fight, or? Is it like more annoying to actually do the fight? Forward jump is on Y, which is next to oh because we have different keyboards. Okay, gotcha. Is Y below W8 ASD or is X below WASD on your keyboard? I feel like my power is stronger than it was yesterday. Yeah, we're gonna go right into 21. Y is below AS. Below SD. Oh, okay. Yeah, because my Y is on the right side of the keyboard. Well, you can see it. I mean, that's Y right there. That's why. Yeah. Foreign keyboards. Open Shank Steel. Wait, is this a big one? Hold on a second. That's a dead end. That has to be a dead end. It's hard to survive, but you don't really get anything from beating it, just a weird game design. Okay. Words. Ah, I see, okay. Oh man, I thought this was a dead end. This actually would have been a nice sighted fortune floor. Maybe I'll do it in the next one. It's hard for me to determine whether a floor is big or not. Oh, whoops. Okay, I almost messed it up. I would love French keyboards. Does it have a great accent or what? One time I was playing an emulator and I set a lot of my buttons XC. Battle.net chat was open, and for some reason it constantly sending message X to a friend while I was playing the emulator. That's so weird, what? It was like 400 men. Damn. That's right. At least they felt like they were given some attention, I guess, right? if that's what you like. You apologize, but I mean, 400 was the limit. 401 was you know. Forget 401. They didn't read that one. Blind? No, they should have responded CXD instead. Reversed it. That's right. Ooh, blue chest. Most important chest of this run. Alright. This is a fairly big room. But I think this is only a 5. I think if I end up getting 6 or something, I'll do this site. But it's gotta be really, like, worth my time, essentially. Is that Mimics? Oh, that is Mimics. This actually might be worth... Oh, it is big. Hold on a second. This is worth my time. Landmine. I need a Loon Trap. The one time in 1/8 one's a I mean, I don't mind. I get to blow up the floor and get out of here faster. Another landmine. Oh, I forgot to take the potion. Oops. Okay, a little more complicated. I forgot to go out and get my potion. I made this more complicated than it should have been. Okay, I'll check that later. I'm gonna take advantage of getting all these guys out of the way, though. Oh, come. Come, friend. It does come out late. It's certainly not reliable if you need to pull back HP from a raw intuition. And that's the kind of thing that's a little fascinating when it comes to this game. Is like, in those clutch situations, you kind of... It's actually really good knowledge to know what's gonna register slow and not. Like, Benediction is slow, and Hollow Ground is slow. Not that you can try to manipulate it that way, but... I just got a +3 on my arm. Sick. Also, let's get this at 2. It's the... I need to remember to get to convert the Potsherd later. See, I'll use it later. Nice, our enemies are in order. Please don't be the exit. Thank you. Sure. Oh my god. Divinity, I hope you're doing well on the Friday. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. I'm gonna kill this with my tomahawk. Get the steel here. Oh, we have Korgans. Nice. Affluence back at 3. I'm gonna sit back a little bit. 4 begins? Yeah. I don't need to use that. You can. Right, the Uwu and the Owu are going to slowly influence your existence on Twitch. Oh, I have another. Hold on, I have another one. You're not an Uwu Owu type person, but you just showed that you are. Okay, people change. Wow, it's 3 chests on 1. What's on? Another. You know what? The Aurora strat justification. Be fortunate because we see Korgans. A lot of chests I'm getting right now. Hold. Vortex. Actually works out. What are my thoughts on even deep into 200 floors? I'm not opposed to it. I want anything that poses a challenge. Period. Probably makes for a good show too. As long as it's harder. As long as it's harder, right? I mean, it's like gamers. I think the veterans of Deep Dungeon are always looking for ways to make the content harder, like the challenge we're doing right now. So, wow, look at all the blue chests. Really good. I'm gonna keep rolling the alteration. Keep that at 2, but I'm not gonna combine it with the affluence too. Hey, Umbasa! I'll take more content. This is more content. I wonder if the new plans they mentioned include extra floors. That would be a new precedent if they do it. I mean, they've never done it before, but who knows? God, give me all the blue chests, let's go! Steel? Yeah, we steel. You feel like it wouldn't make sense? Well, you could exit out of 100 and then it just goes to 101, right? I mean, you could just chalk it up to Allegan lore, essentially. Oh yeah, by the way, we found more stuff. Like, Heaven on High, my way of viewing it, which would be very impractical, but maybe, is that I bring it back to Castlevania Symphonies of the Night. Where, in that game, you go through the Dracula castle, you get to the end, but that doesn't necessarily mean the end, and if you do it correctly, you find out there's an entire other castle, it's just upside down. So if you were to add floors to Heaven on High, that's how I would envision it. They're like, oh yeah, it's just upside down. So it's 100 more floors. Palace is like, I guess you can keep going, but like, you know, EO, I can see a lore thing there. You wanna go back down? I think imaginary upside down castle is more viable than just going back down. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, fight your way back up for Palace. You go through the emergency exit to leave, but it's actually more floors. We do have anti-tower in this game. There. NPC side, outside EO, talks about EO not being around for long or something. Like it's on its way out. Really? Like it's gonna vanish? Is that what you're saying? All the mechanics are reversed. I'll take it. Something that like I need to find dialogue box is weird. I can see it with the story. I can see it if you link it to the Allegan story, right? Because isn't it along the lines of like Excalibur was the defense system, but like because you beat the defense system, that it doesn't have the defense anymore. That's why it's like something along those lines. Does that make sense a little bit? But yeah. I kind of paid attention to the story. It's been a while. I was actually a little interested with some of that lore, but I didn't really absorb it too much. When they made it 200 like POTD, you'd be in love? As long as it's hard. Like I said, you know, it all comes down to the challenge. As long as you don't, like, just make a whole bunch of fluff floors and only gets hard later in the end. I think they need to give... I feel like they didn't give enough credit to the people capable of doing this content. That's what I feel like. And I think if you're going to add floors, you need to take that into consideration, right? I mean, okay, 100 more floors in Heaven on High sounds great, but if the first 50, again, are like, whatever, and then, you know, you get to the harder things, the last 50, it's like, I'd rather it start really hard at the beginning. I wanna get back to the era where, like, people were looking at Palace of the Dead thinking it was impossible for, like, literally years. You know? That's what I want to get to. Hey, Jason. Aw, thanks for the 33 months. What's this gonna say? I gave up at the end over there. Yo, thank you for the 33 months. Caddy, hello. Back in the era where you post in the forums about being... Exactly, yeah. Where I complained the content was dumb. And it was unfair. Isn't it better to make an actual hard deep dungeon rather than rehashing older ones? I don't know. Maybe? Oh, that's gonna aggro. Oh, there goes my conceal. I didn't use it. What? Agent, hello, how you doing? What about a boss rush mode? I thought about that, Darabon. I don't know if I'll mind it, but man, that would be very exhausting, I think. It would be a little exhausting. Depending on how long it took you to do that. Now, if you kind of trim down the bosses a little bit to, like, you know, not last as long, and, like, you're more worried about mechanics as opposed to, the full fight in its entirety for, like, you know, 7 minutes, depending on the job, maybe that would be cool. Or maybe another way to look at it is to look at the ultimates, right? How the ultimates are, what, average 20-21 minutes? So you probably don't want something further than that, like, you don't want something like an Astro 150 going at you, right? But a boss rush that's, like, within 20 minutes, that you have to, like, quickly react. Like, I thought it would be really cool. A cool concept to me, Darabon, would be when you get to the boss floor in a deep dungeon, it randomly chooses from 1 out of 3 bosses, and you have to know the mechanics of all of them, right? And it would be balanced in a way that, you know, it wouldn't be like one boss is way harder than the other, but you'd have to know mechanics of them and be ready for the fight, right? And like a lot of times you do prep for time on the boss, you prep for palms on the boss and whatever. Well, imagine that you can't do that anymore, and you have to just figure it out on the spot. Like maybe you have to set up an average amount of time to a boss as opposed to always a static strategy on the boss that you're encountering. I like that. I mean, they can clearly make boss mechanics in this game. Now, a boss rush would be interesting, like, just straight boss. But again, if it's in 20 minutes, that's not bad. And you have to, like, manage the mechanics and whatever, you know? I mean, another way to look at it, another way to maybe interpret it, Darabon, is that you take, like, I'm not sure if this game has it, but, like, a boss who's just, like, a one that can change themselves and copy something else, so that it would shift into one of 3 bosses, and then do mechanics of that boss, and then shift back to normal form, and then shift into another boss, right? So then you have to recognize the boss that it changed into, and then figure out what the mechanics are gonna be. And, like, it wouldn't be, like, fresh mechanics, it's just previous boss mechanics. The Palace initially released 100 floors, so when Palace released, it was 1 to 50 initially. And then later on they released 51 to 200, which they called, did they call it the Hellspawn floors, I think? I think that was what they labeled it. But it was already, like, when it released Chuhai, we already knew that they were going to release further floors. They were just doing it in 2 parts. Like, it wasn't a surprise, like, oh my god, so there's 51 put 200, no. Like, you knew that was gonna happen, it was just a matter of time when it was going to happen. Hell's Ward? I was close. Hell's Ward. Don't aggro. Luring Trap? Nope. Luring Trap? Nope. Not sure if you're interested in it, but Husky by the Geek trying to get... Oh! I showed that to Velvet. I think Velvet would be amazing on that one. That is a luring trap that I'm looking for. That is not a luring trap. I lied. I am kidding. I was just joking. Look, I'm on a free trial account. I'm trying to go for Lone Hero. I don't know these things, okay? You're not sure if you're good enough for that? You're good enough for that, Velvet. That's it. I was trying to think of something like wittier. No, it's just that simple. Yeah, you're fine. I am actually looking and hoping for a luring trap, so I'm gonna actually step on these. If it's not, wait, I'm concealed. LOL. Oh wait, that's a trap. Oh, never mind. This is stupid. Never mind. Duh. Self-doubt's a thing. It's a thing. But then that's why you have us to tell you, and also, you know, the people here are not, like, just talking out our asses. Like, we've heard you do your thing, so... I mean, here's another way to look at it, okay? People wouldn't be sending you this if they didn't think you'd be cool for it, right? That's one way to approach it as well. I'm gonna do another affluence alteration here. Wait. Good. 24. I think this is higher than what I had my first run, but I can't... Someone has to look back at the VOD to tell me that. Steal the boss. Yep, it is crazy out there. Internet's weird. Oh, there's 4. I think that's the reason why I altered the scoring strat to do the alterations here, because you had a higher chance of pulling more than 2. But this is for chest, so I got Petries. I got all my Petries on this 4. It'd be nice if I got a raising though. No shot. We'll see what this one gives me. Yeah. I don't know where I was though at this point of the run last night. Oh, I have the screenshot actually. Wait, I have the screenshot. I'm gonna open it up while I'm loading into this thing. Wow, I was way higher now. I was 15, 17 yesterday by this floor. Damn, that's really high. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's just RNG, but I don't think there's much I'm really doing differently. We're just getting a little bit better RNG. I mean, the silver chests have been a little bit intense here, you know? Oh, yeah, I can. I thought you were Team Believers, Velvet. The heck? Ever since the airband started running Heaven on High, they made raising much more rare. I think it is appropriate putting the blame on him, Caddy. I think that is very that's a very good place to do it. There's a lot of evidence supporting it. Duh. Duh. I'm gonna be hitting ads once I beat this boss, but we'll go straight into 31 plus, so just a heads up to the guys who might see some ads. I do appreciate you sitting through that. Every single one of you who looks at those ads, you are giving me money. It's like pennies upon pennies, and it adds up to like literally tens of pennies, but it is much appreciated. Tens of pennies, man. It was, you know, it was a suggestion when I went to a webinar about the ad incentive program that they have now, and they noted it down. The guy at Twitch, the guy working at Twitch. I would like that. I actually would like that too. Depending on when the streamer hits the ads, I would be like, yeah, I'll just hit it. I mean, I was just gonna keep the tab open. I would totally do it too. This is way higher. Wow, this is like actually, like, hopefully we can keep this going, but this is way higher than what we had last time. I need to get my potions. We need to get potions. We have 3 Potsherds, and that's really, really big. I think I actually have more Potsherds than I did yesterday too. So that's already an improvement. So we picked up 3, we're getting 60. Awesome. The super potions should start coming on this file, on this floor set. I think they start dropping from enemies here, so. Oh, ads. BRB 3 minutes. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in 3 minutes, okay? If you want more money, some ads, just run ads like Mr. Happy and do every 30. I mean, I could, but for me, Cog, I am more... I mean, okay, this is not to say anything at Haps. Whatever a streamer does, they do, right? None of my business. I'm no, again, governing body of, like, whatever. But I just want you guys to have the best experience on the stream. That's it. So whatever that means, whatever that translates to, I will try my best. Would it be, you know, would it be more logical for me to press an ad when we're doing Bahamut? Yeah. That would be a lot of money that would go in my direction. Can I survive this pull? I have potions. I'm a frailty to make this safer. Wait, why didn't I check the chest? What's wrong with me? What? Holy moly, cat food commercial. I think you should run ads full time, but I'm subscribed. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind though, Tech. Wait, I didn't get the chest. What? Where's the chest? Alright, well, this didn't go as what I thought would be, and I'm just gonna kill these now. I should strength. Hold on, I need HP. Petrification! Well. Safe? No, not the safety. This challenge would be something else without the EOS quests. Yeah, I think so. It really does make me wonder, retrospectively, how this stuff would go, Darabon. I need to get a luring trap. Unfortunate. Oh, I need to get this right. You should do this at Challenge and Astro? Okay, I'll think about it. Wait, what? You exist? That's a safety. Welcome back in the ad, guys. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Kieran. So this was a shank, yeah? Didn't get much from the multi-pull, but we make the most of it. I don't know. I was looking at the patch notes, Kieran. I'm not sure. It's like I want more out of whatever they're giving, you know? Are you coming back? Okay, here's one thing I will say. I was kind of looking into some things, if there is some streamer incentive stuff, but I don't think so. And honestly, that might be a way to pull me in, if like there's some streamer stuff that they'll give, but... aside from that, I don't know. Like, I have other things to do. I actually want to do quite a lot of Deep Dungeon and some PvP with the community, so maybe not. But I'm eyeing it, you know, I'm keeping an eye on it. This season. I think there would have been a higher chance for me to do it if I was just like you. I finished the season and I carried open to the next one, but that's not the case because I finished the season way when it started, and it was fine. I had a great time, but it's one of those things, Kieran, where I hit the goal, right? I got 100 on hardcore, and it's like awesome, you know. But what's the incentive for me to do it again on a new season? Maybe when ladders show up, but even then, I don't know. Looks like they are pushing just one viable setup per class each season, which is really? Is that the interpretation, Ether? I mean, I wouldn't care. See, that wouldn't be too much of a problem for me if it fell into the realm of the build that I do, which is minions, etc. So that wouldn't necessarily be a deterrent for me. I think more so it's just the variety of gameplay. And maybe that's one thing that I kind of appreciated when it came to Path of Exile, was that every season they did, it was just a vastly different game mode that existed, right? And that was pretty cool. At least from the concept standpoint, it seemed pretty cool to me. One day you can play like you can farm and like, you know, house build, and another day you're trying to steal things. You know? Like, that's kind of cool. But when I was looking at the vampire season, it just seemed like season 1 with just slightly different mechanics, and I was looking at like the affixes, I was looking at some of the things, I'm just like, like it looked okay, but I mean it wasn't something I was like dying to play. So, but I'll always be keeping D4, you know, kind of in the back burner because I had fun with that game. We'll play D4 when you are allergic. Someday, Kieran. Someday. When there is some fun incentive doing it with people, I think. Auto heal is disabled. Cool. You excited with people? Yeah, I mean, I was pretty excited because people were excited. It's just that simple. Like, people were excited, now I'm excited. So, I'm gonna look into it. I don't know my schedule past Monday after Cyberpunk, because some of it does hinder on what happens today. Do we clear or do we not clear? And that will kind of determine what am I doing. You hate solo queue? I kind of take it very casually, so I don't mind it, but I get that. Aren't the new world bosses not enough? Sorry, endgame bosses? I never did Lilith, and I had no desire to do Lilith, so that's not an aspect that pulls me, Kieran. I'd have to pull like a if I made a character that was not hardcore, I would do it, but you got this, Velvet. Just show them the VOD of Behemoth lore. A lot of people genuinely like that. I need to go back. Wait, I also need to pull because I have IR going. Yeah, you know, I was looking at that, I was looking at that yesterday, and we were, like, so behind pace, but this is way better right now. And like I said, I'm not really doing anything, I think, different. I would say I am pulling a little bit more. I am really checking all the chests. I think one big change, I would say, from yesterday to today, is I did not shy away from bronze chests in the early floors. I was shying away from it, which is what I typically do on a regular run. But I'm like, I need Potsherds. I definitely lost so much time yesterday because I was running without any potions. And I was trying to be so conservative to have them when I needed them. And then 91 plus felt so much better because I walked in with 200 potions, and I'm like, well, that's fine. I have permanent uptime with potions, and it's like the run just felt way more comfortable. But I was so uncomfortable, like 51 to 90 was so uncomfortable. I mean, it even was the determinant of me doing an Odin on 90, because I figured I'd run out of potions by the time I get to Onro. And I would have needed potions unless I forfeited a steal, because there's no way I was going to keep myself up with low arm and armor. So all of that, like, led into all those decisions. And it was really incredible to me how much of an importance Empyrean Potions were on a run like this. Where if you're running Warrior at full arm and armor, I mean, I've cleared without using a single one, and it felt semi-comfortable. And I have that knowledge banked into my memory. But comparing that run to this run, it's like night and day. Very, very different run. As I patch out, how much time did I need for Fenner? I don't remember. I'd have to look at the VOD, Belted, I apologize. I'm really bad at remembering times. They don't drop 31 to 40? I did not. However, I do vaguely remember you talking about this. Isn't it like on multiple floors? Multiple sets, that's the thing, that it doesn't show up in the first three? Well, yeah. It's not something I log in memory. But then I think in a run like this, that's pertinent information, right? First 3 in Heaven on High, the first 4 in Heaven on High, first 3 in Palace. Interesting. Steal. Wait, someone's walking? Is that the... Oh, I want to ask chat something. If you have experience. Does anyone get pain on their tailbone when they're sitting? And if so, do you have a solution? Because I need a solution. And I technically have one, it's just I don't get to that store for like a week or something. No. When you're what do you do or what do you have? Well, I understand that, but basically, like, if you have like a cushion, what cushion are you using? I pretty much have conceded that I need to get something. It's just I don't know what to get. And like it's like I feel like I get one shot at this. I mean, I could get something else, but it's like I can't go to a store. I could go to one store, but it's only one store. And if there's something better, then I'd rather go with it. But no, I can't. I can't cross my legs because of the pull-out desk. When I'm playing on a controller, I'm more comfortable because I don't have the pull-out desk and I can move my legs around more. Yeah, it's a little tricky for me to do because of my setup. You know, I hate that term, touching grass. It's like, I hate that term. I think the term's the dumbest term ever. I kind of feel soreness when I think about it. Now I'm gonna be conscious about it. Good, wrecked. Feel my pain. I don't have anything specific. I just use a pillow or something if it ever becomes bad. Yeah, my pillows are too big, so like I feel like I needed maybe something more specific. But Ray just says, yeah, I do that sometimes to like jostle my movement, but it's a little bit better if I'm not on my keyboard. You can get one of those triangle cushions. Never use a donut Okay, so why not the donut one? Because I did see a couple people, or rather a couple places suggesting that donut one. Why not the donut one? Have I tried sitting on the Volare? No. It's too big though. Wife gets it when we have long distance to use the donut cushion in the car. Okay, so now I have conflicting information. I need like facts. You have a yeah, Darabon. That is one purchase that I think I wanted to ask you about that. But that is... No, it was Ross. But he said he got his from work. That is one purchase that I really, really want to look into, but it's so hard for me to pull the trigger, because, again, I can't go to somewhere that will have an example of multiple standing desks that I can look at. I can touch it, I can look at it, I can see it. You know, it's like I have to look online and be like, I guess it's cool. The reviews are good. Of course, you know, Velvet teaching me about reading reviews. And it's like, I don't know, I can't pull the trigger. So I have to ask people. I got one suggestion from Alchemy, that I'm keeping in mind. Yeah, and see, that would be really cool too. I just started sitting in an elevated beanbag chair. Ooh. I can't do that on stream. I have a site too, right? Okay. This is big pool. I need to be careful about my potion usage. Oh, I don't want the... Well... If I pull the Harikari, then I have to be careful as well. I didn't get him. Oh, but I could do a landmine... Actually, go here. Hang a hammock across my room, but again, that doesn't do me any good for streaming. Like, it has to be viable for me to stream on it, you know? Affluence. I just realized I overcapped affluence. In order to test your tailbone in the center of this horribly popular cushion, you have to sit forward, bouncing on every front of its ring. This causes your lower back to arch backwards. This undoubtedly leads to lower back throb along with your tailbone. Okay. I know those egg-like chairs that you kind of sit. They have a dome, just put a beanbag chair inside of it. Only drawback to standing desks is that your feet start to hurt, so you're constantly battling between your ass and feet pain. Well, that can be... I think that can be solved. I think that's the least of my concerns. I'm usually on my feet a lot, so I'm used to that. But that's a fair point. I still would probably want a standing desk as opposed to not having one. I think a triangular cushion would help, at least it'd help you a lot. Real answer though, getting up and moving around a bit more. Yeah, I mean, That's why the ad break's so good, BipTech, but like, you know, when I'm here for hour sets on the keyboard, it's just something that's progressively getting more annoying to me. I'll look up mine when I'm out of the set. I had to find... Okay. Pox, if you can DM me the link, that would be lovely on Twitch. I would really appreciate that. That would be better, because I can reference it. I don't really open links on while streaming. A good office chair may be better than the chair I'm using, if it isn't... Yeah, so... This one had been good. I mean, I've now had this one for maybe 4 or 5 years, and it probably isn't uncommon for the seat cushion to start like losing some padding and whatever. That's probably what's happened. I still love this chair a lot, but that's fair. I think the one I was currently looking into, because I had my pillow is this product, is the purple cushion. And there is a store that exists that I can go to, a physical store, so I can actually look at it. But besides that, actually what I was looking at was, I think, one of the donut-shaped ones. But I didn't hear about the triangle ones, so I might kind of look into that as well. Ooh, okay. Pox, when you have the link, let me know, or let chat know, because we do block links, but we can let it through onto the chat. I'll make you the one you have. Sure. I'm gonna permit you Miss Velvets. Yeah. And I'm gonna open the link and then check it out post stream. Once again. There's also a type of chair where the only contact is your knees. Also nice, but takes some getting used to. Well, that sounds interesting. And oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh no, Pox, no rush, man. I'm here for like 5 more hours. So you take your time, at least on mine. You take your time, dude. I'm here for 5 hours. Yo, Alkalon, how you doing? Good to see you. I just saw that my arm has gone so much higher than my armor. It's like an S shape and you're kneeling. Oh. Wow, sick. Don't you want to save your ass, dude? You actually bound me. Great. Well, there goes my steel. Goddamn JP thing, man. Oh, rip my steel. So if you don't know what that actually does, it halves all the duration of your buffs, including food. That's what that does. So it doesn't do damage, it just halves everything. So my steel was at 6, now it's at 3. You think I didn't have food? Yeah, true. Well, I don't have... Well, I mean, I technically have access to food, but I guess we're just gonna commit to no food. That's fair. I can see that. Yeah, and again, I want to do that. If you have the brand or something, Darabon, if you could send it over to me, I would really appreciate it. So I can at least mull it over a little bit more. Rotating. Wait. No, I already used. Hold on. I'm gonna do an affluence. Oh wait, oh. Okay. Sorry. Like ADD kicked in right there. My brain couldn't decide what it wanted to do. Perfect. I really appreciate that. Thanks for the class participation, guys. I appreciate that. Sight. Do I do another dig pull? As long as I don't get frogged, I guess. I do have steel for a little bit. Let's do it. And while I'm still sitting on potions as well, I need to watch you. I don't want to get ottered. What is this? Conceal. Okay. I did get Corrigans, so that works out. Let me check the exit and work my way backwards. Yeah, you know what? I'm like, oh, I should probably check if it's a petrification. Now we cause the big problem. This is a massive problem. That's also a treasure room of Corrigan. Okay, so... I still have a potion for like 5 seconds. Wait. Ah, this is really bad. This is very bad. Damn. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I tried to turn around to take the thing again, but I didn't get it, so... Damn. That was such a good run, too. That's unfortunate. That sucks. And you know what even sucks more is I have no backup file. So I guess we'll just have to just reset it. 23.